Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm going to be 3D modeling the new Shadow. Not the new Shadow, but the wings that he has in the new trailer. Let's see, Shadow Generations. I'm going to just do leaks. It's no longer a leak, but I'm trying to find that image. Ew, that's a very small image. What? There we go. So we're going to be making this today for a kit. I will be selling it on Etsy. And we're going to make it to scale. So I bet this is going to be about 6 inches long each side for a total wingspan of at least a foot. Easy. That's going to be pretty big. Let's just adjust some things, fix my camera up. Let's get some music going. Maybe we'll do the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack. Get some angst. Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack. Oops. I gotta change my audio settings. Get this coming into my headphones. There we go. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is copy this image. We're going to bring it into Photoshop. So first I'm going to just kind of sketch this out so that I know exactly where the lines are going to be. So I can get kind of an orthographic view. Put on my glove for using the Cintiq. And I think I'm going to take my jacket off because it's not too cold down here right now. Alright, so what I want to do is kind of look at the paths of these and figure out what I want to sculpt before I do this, because this isn't good reference image on its own. Oh, and before I get really started, let me notify the Discord that I'm going live. Oops. It's I don't want to put the Discord up on here. There we go. I was quick about that. And Shadow. All right. So now people know that we are live. Let's get started. So I'm going to make a new layer. And I'm going to try to think about what branches off from where. So it looks like these are all kind of very, very mixed together. It's like this piece seems to come around and loop back over here. Maybe that's another separate piece. I feel like I can't see that very well. Turn off the opacity. There we go. So it looks like it kind of has some spiky shapes that go this way. Looks like there's kind of just this main one that branches off. What's up, 2002 Undercover? Are you going to do Blaze or Knuckles from the Black Knight series? Would love to see the trio. I will not be doing the Knuckles, because Tito will be doing Knuckles. And Blaze is a possibility. I'll certainly be doing Dragon Hunter Lancelot, as well as the Valiant Tales that's coming out in Sonic Speed Battle and one of the other mobile games. He's like Tails with some armor. And then also the Jet. There's like a design of Jet. Either of us doing Arthur. Which one is... Oh, Arthur. Somebody asked me to do Arthur. I don't know if Tito has any plans to do it, but I've got that new printer right now, so I've got something to say about my printer. Or not the printer itself, my project that I'm making. I'm making a giant Whale Lord at actual Pokemon Scale World size. So Pokemon Scale World is a series of toys where all the Pokemon are scaled in relation to the trainers. So like an Eevee would be tiny, but a Whale Lord is 28 inches long. Well, I did the math wrong. I made the body of my print 28 inches long. The tail's like an extra 6 or 7 inches. And so this thing is huge. I printed it way too big by like 7% or something. And so yeah, it's huge, man. Anyway, if I want to do King Arthur, it would be perfect to print it on the big printer that I'm printing my Wilmer on. Or excuse me, my Whale Lord. What's up, Pro Tyler? How's it going? I'm planning out right now kind of the shape of these little bits so that I can more easily see what I'm doing when I actually sculpt it. So how big is it now, says the most shy guy. When I measured it, because I just finished the top half, and so now I got to print the bottom half. So I'm basically halfway done printing. More than halfway, because I've already printed the fins and the tail as well. It came out to something like 36 inches. It's nuts. Ooh, Pro Tyler, you're on break. Nice. You got fun plans for the summer? Oh, it looks like... Okay, yeah. See, I'm glad that I'm going through and highlighting this because it's kind of hard to see the details. And as I look through this, I see it's a lot more connected than I thought, which is going to be really good for us and making it sturdy. So what I'm just doing is like taking a detailed look to see what these individual parts look like. So I'm going to make different layers and then kind of make them intertwine with each other. What's up, Go Dreamer? How's it going? Go Dreamer, your paint job looked great. I saw that on the Discord and Reddit today. Well done. Very happy to see that. So this here is a separate... Oh wait, no, that is not separate there. That's the point of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to draw out exactly what parts I want to use. Am I sketching out the Shadow Wings for now and then revise it once the official game model comes out? I'm going to be printing this tonight. Like I plan to finish this on the stream and then I'm going to send it off to print. This is going to be a full like 12-inch long once the two wings are on it, it looks like it's going to be, if we look at like a 4-inch shadow here and then compare that to maybe these are 6 inches, the wings themselves, the wingspan is going to be at least 12 inches, maybe like 14 inches wide. It's going to be huge. So, but to answer your question, I probably won't be revising once it comes out because I'll just kind of be done with it. Thank you. And hello, Highwell Plays. Good to see you. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's going to be kind of an organic process, and I actually don't know how to make these shapes yet. I'm thinking I'm going to make a bunch of tubes in Maya, and then I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just not sure yet how I'm going to do it. This will be interesting. Or you know what I'll do is I'll probably draw it out in polygons and then just extrude those so we have squares. Then take the whole thing into ZBrush and smooth it, and then I can take it and make it intertwine and stuff. Prototype says, so if it does everything correctly by Sunday morning, you can send the files. Yes, probably. Hello, YBZ. How's it going? Yes, thank you. I'm glad you're looking forward to that, Highwell. Let's see. I think this is part of the blue here. It's kind of hard to tell, and it doesn't matter that much. I'm just trying to give myself a good starting point to make these different tendrils. Oh yeah, everybody say happy birthday to YBZ. Is that a sketching glove? Yes. So this is for my Cintiq. So my Cintiq is like a half monitor, half tablet, and so I can use this pen on it, and this helps me not get grease on the screen. Highwell says, if I made that, I'd probably do a displace modifier to get that organic look via slightly moving the verts randomly, but I'm sure you're going to do something way better. I'm not going to do something that much better. A displace would be good, but I just want a little more control over it, so I'm probably just going to move verts. You guys know how sometimes I'll make it like... Do you ever notice when I'm in Maya and it shows like a yellow to a red and then nothing as it falls off? That's the soft selection feature. And so by moving those around, it should give me a lot of power to do that with a lot of control. Chaos control. Well, just to clarify what I'm saying, Highwell, is that your way is probably better than mine, the what you're mentioning right now. But just I'm more familiar with this kind of workflow. Let's see. Get some red in here. I definitely see some. So red is going to be all these tiny tendrils that I see floating around, and as well as these outside ones. And it feels like there's some tendrils going through like this. We just can't really see them in this screenshot very well. Yeah, let's just use this as a guide and just kind of play with it and see what we get. So I'm going to go grab some water real quick. Are the wings from Doom's Eye or something? I don't know. I don't really know the lore of Shadow the Hedgehog and those creatures and stuff. Is this something I'm going to model and then print? Yes. So this is going to be at least a 12-inch wingspan. You know, if you consider maybe the 1 or 2 inches of the width of the character, we may have a 13 to 14-inch wide custom. Freddy says, Corey. I say Freddy. Wouldn't the wings be pretty fragile? Yeah, they're going to be fragile, for sure. They're probably going to need their own stands to the side. Okay, I think I'm going to get some good sleep now. Also, Steak, I'm coming to join the 3D Modeling Jack Sonic group. Oh, nice. I didn't know there was a 3D Modeling Jack Sonic group. Nice. Shadow is half black arms, half a hedgehog. There are other images if you need better refs. No, I think this is a good enough reference, because this is going to be kind of an organic thing that I'm making that it's not going to look exactly like it. You guys know how I don't pay that much attention to detail. I just like to get the gist of it and go from there. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some water. Oh, I see. You're going to join the club. Like there's no... I thought you meant like an official subreddit or something. All right. And lastly, let me just move this jacket out of the way because it's uncomfortable. And let's get down to business. I'm going to start with the Shadow Lancelot scene. Let's see. Freddie says, maybe in like a week or two I can come over and join you with the live stream. Yeah, sounds good, man. Just don't chomp too hard on that candy again. Oh, man, this thing is taking its time. I have your new controller. Oh, yeah, my computer was freezing trying to do that. I keep, I got your new controllers. I got 2 white ones. And I've been asking Bailey to take them over, but if she's listening, or if she's watching, Freddie, talk to her. No, I might come over to your place on Sunday. I got a thing to do over by your place on Sunday, so I might drop it off then. Sir Chompy said, I saw you post about Cocos. They remind me of Koroks from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, they are a lot like that, aren't they? Kind of the same body style and kind of like just being a cute little forest creature. So I'm deleting everything from the scene. I'm just trying to get a scene set up that has my Shadow 3D scan in it so that I can get the initial size correct. Uh-oh. There we go. Delete layer. Delete layer. Delete layer. Alright, so now we are ready to start sketching this out in 3D. So what I'm going to do is export, well, first of all, the stuff on this side is going crazy for some reason. Let's delete all of this. It's like scrolling on its own in a strange way. Yeah, the reason it's skinny is because I took the head off to try to scan the body. And then I put it sticky tack. Like that, all that shape right there is just like sticky tack. And then he was actually upside down. So that's how I scanned the bottom of his feet, was by putting him actually like upside down. So this is like the spinning platform that spun around so that I could scan it. Alright, so let's save this as a separate scene. Do shadow wings. Potatosaurus. Nice. Alright, so let's go back into Photoshop, and I'm going to just export this image, but we want to export it square. So I'm just going to say image, canvas size, pixels, make it 1000 by 1000. Shadow the potato head, huh? Alright, so now that we have that as a square, let's export it. I'll just make it shadow wings. And I'm going to create polygon primitives plane. Let's scale it up. Rotate it. Right click, assign favorite material, Lambert. Then I'm going to give that image to the file. Alright, there we go. So now that I have that, Just going to add a couple edge loops where I want to cut the image. So the reason we made it square is just so that I don't have to, there's two things I could do. I could either make it square from the beginning and just cut away the faces like I'm doing right now, or I could have like tried to figure out exactly the pixel size and how that would scale to the image, and that's just too much of a hassle. So I just opt to do this. So now we're going to scale it up until the shadow in the front view is about the right size. That looks about right to me. So here's the thing, there's a perspective problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to scale this down. We're going to turn on our soft selection. And then I'm going to make sure that it's linear. I'm going to turn it up. Then we're going to scale it down. Then we'll do the same over here, but make it bigger. So now we're kind of warping the perspective of it a little bit to try to get the wings into a better size, because obviously the screenshot is from an angle. All right. So next I'm going to put this onto its own layer. And then that layer I can set so that I can't select it or anything. I'm going to make another plane. And move it just slightly forward, and then I'm going to make it transparent. Then we're going to make live. And now we'll be able to draw on that plane. Okay, Pro Tyler. Good to know. All right, so now I'm going to use the modeling toolkit, and I'm going to start building out these shapes. I'm going to create a single quad right here. And then I'm just going to keep extruding that shape. And then when I see one branching out like this, because we've already made the green line showing what to do there, we can actually take that and then extrude from, build out a little bit more vertices here. Go to the next one. pressing the wrong button. Freddie says, YouTube is being weird. What's up? Keeps on auto-deleting your chats, huh? What are you saying in those chats? Bad words? It's closing out of the stream. What do you mean? Like, is it closing your app? No worries, YBZ. I appreciate you being here. So, Freddie, when you say no or yes to things, I don't remember the order that I ask things. So, when you try to answer me for something, just kind of recap. Like, yes, it does do this thing. I think one of my questions was, does it close the app or something? I do feel like I would like these to connect in some way, so I might do that. That'll look cool. Okay, I think that's neat. So that's our first object. Let me give you a little preview of what I plan to do. So once I have everything drawn, I plan to do something like this. And then smooth it. And then we'll use this as a base to sculpt. And we'll take parts of these faces. We'll move like this one maybe further back. Oops. So we'll start taking all these parts and modifying them to intertwine within each other. It should look really cool. And then we'll sculpt on top of that intertwined shape. But for the meantime, we're going to keep it all flat until we're ready to do that. So I know that this all kind of starts from the same place. So we're going to do a lot of that same stuff here. Supposed to be, there we go. I have not seen minus short. What is that? You mean my new short? Are you using voice chat? Text or speech to text or something? Seems like that's a mistake that like a voice synthesizer, or not synthesizer, a voice reader might mistake. Oh yeah, YBZ says, I think my new, yeah. Or maybe it's just autocorrect. And I'm just going to start to make some new shapes here. I see this other piece coming from underneath here. I think it'd be cool if it just branched off from right here. Oh, you are using the voice thing. But no, I have not seen your new short. What is it about? That one didn't intertwine so much, so I'm going to try to get more opportunities to intertwine. In fact, let's add another little path right here. Oops. It'll just give us more options to be able to make cool shapes. In fact, let's make this one circle back around to meet here. That would be pretty cool. Let's have a little bit come off of here. So now I'm getting a little bit away from the official art. I'm just kind of Bob Rossing it, making these happy little tendrils. Whew, whew, whew. And where did that one go? Let's just pretend that that one's going to come back up through here in a cool way. I want to kind of fill in this area where I see that there's a gap where something could go through it. Ah, I got you. And what is that reason? Yeah, it looks cool there. And let's get another piece kind of coming off like this. Maybe one that kind of wraps in on itself this way. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Start another one right about here. I'll let that stay concentrated within that big mass of them. Maybe we'll let it get kind of thin. And have it come through here. I'm going to have it come up and around so that we can really intertwine more. And this line will be matching these red lines up here. So we'll go like that. Really do a cool job at making it run through each other. What's up, fandom lover? Good to see ya. Ooh, so I have an experiment right now because it looks like we have more people in chat than viewers. It says we have 2 viewers. I have a suspicion that YouTube is taking away views of anybody who has it on in the background. So let's do an experiment. Everybody who is watching, please bring yours to the foreground now. Let's just see if that increases the display of the viewers. Because I feel like I keep seeing things where like Streamlabs will show me there's only a couple viewers, but then there's like 4 or 5 people chatting. I'm like, that's not right. Oh, that's right. I guess what I'm saying would only apply if everybody was on like a PC. But yeah, look, we got Freddy, we got Go, we got YBZ, we got Fandom, and now it says, yeah, it says 3 viewers now. Yeah, it's just YouTube's been being strange with the viewer counts and things. I'm having a hard time selecting just the vertices of this. Oh, I should make them out of black resin. That would be cool. I suppose that would save me some time, because it is a lot of surface area to paint. Maybe like a translucent black so that light can show through. I know the light isn't really showing through in these, but yeah, that'd be cool if... Or maybe I did it in a red and then painted everywhere but the edges so that the edges could do translucent. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like Venom. Yeah, we got 8 viewers now. Yeah, I think I do suspect that something's going on with the views based on. It can't just be because a lot of people are on mobile, so it can't just be people who are on PC. It's weird. All right, look at all these different shapes we have. What's up, Realm Warden? How's it going? I am making this that kind of recently appeared in the trailer of the new Sonic game coming out. And so I'm just going to try to make a custom in just one night. I don't know. Does it look like it's coming out of his head or his spine's more? I think I will probably do it out of his back. I'll make it so like these spines on it can like hook onto it. That might be the way I'll do it. If Chew is watching, I have a pretty bad headache. If you could bring me some headache medicine, I would greatly appreciate it. Well, Realm Warden, you know what a Whale Lord is, right? From Pokemon? You're a fan of Pokemon. I'm printing a Whale Lord right now, and I only did the calculations for his body, not the tail. So I made his body 28 inches long, but I forgot about the tail. And so the tail adds like an extra 7 inches to what it should be. It's crazy. So it's going to be bigger than what it actually should be. Yeah. What's your new video on your gaming channel? Oh yeah, I should make these come to a point so they're nice and sharp. Fandom found a knockoff of Super Shadow. I used the hands from it, and they fit perfectly on 4-inch Shadow. Oh, nice. I've got some knockoff ones as well. I should check those out, see if any of the hands match up nicely. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out later tonight. Well, I'm trying to stay focused on this right now, but I might be able to check it out later. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Gosh, I think it froze. Oh, no. Dang it, I was really liking the shapes that I had here. Sometimes when Maya crashes this way, though, it'll save a backup. Huh, man. I was so in the zone. I saved kind of recently. It's just I really like this most recent shape. Alright. It's a sign that I need to check out Freddy and Friends Gaming's video. Let's see. It's so hard to find an actual user in YouTube. When I type exactly the name, you don't come up. YouTube's like, of course you're not searching for something specific. Let me show you these completely unrelated things. I'm not seeing your username. I found your Freddy and Friends 2014. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having troubles finding it. I'll have to check it out later. Gosh. I have to wait for it to actually fail, though, for it to save. Let me check out my other Maya instance. And, oh, let me just show you guys what else I got going on right now. I'm making Sonic Adventure 2 upgrades. Yeah, send me a link on Discord. Not phone or something, because I won't be able to get it over here. Let's see. Let me just try opening what I currently have. Yeah, I have so many files. Sonic Scenes, Shadow Wings. Oh my god, guys. Apparently I haven't saved it at all. Oh no. Oh man. So I need this to crash. I need it to crash so that it can generate the backup crash file, or else I lose it all. How did I not save this whole time? The shape is starting to look so cool too. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Sorry if the chewing is loud. I had a cough drop that I was finishing off. Screenshotting isn't going to help me because that's what I've already got. I've got the reference, in the background. Dang it. If I hold down escape. Yeah, usually when it freezes like this, it should crash. I rarely have Maya just fully lock up for a long time. Yeah, if I'm going to lose this, I'm going to do this in a completely different way. Because it took too long to make those lines. Task Manager won't help because I could force quit out of this, but the point is that I need Maya to know that it's crashing, so it'll do its own thing where it does like an auto backup save. Now what I can do, I could look in those temp files to see if it already did do that. Let's see. See. Users. I think it's in app data. Local. I'm going to have to look this up. My crash save location. App data local temp username. It's only the 7th. So I have a file from the 6th that would be a crash file. But yeah, so no crash file has been created for this. Dang. I can't believe I'm going to lose that much. I've been streaming for... how have I been streaming for an hour and I didn't save once? That can't be right. I've got to have the wrong file over here or something. I've been saving... I know I pressed the save button between like each piece of geometry that I made. God, that's devastating. Oh, I'm going to finish the project. I just don't... Like, this took me an hour already. I don't want to lose it. That's right, Realm Warden. All right. Well, the best thing I can do here is just show you guys how you can recover from a devastating situation like this as emotionally stable as one can possibly be in this situation. And that is my trick today. If there's a highlight to today, it is not me creating these wings, it's me being willing to start over. But I'm going to do them in a smarter way, I think. I don't think I need to draw out the lines in that way. I think we can do something even more organic. And it's going to... This is going to let us explore that. I'm super sorry, Freddie. I really can't be focusing on that at the moment. I'm trying to make a thing for the stream. The checking out videos is for time off stream. I know sometimes I look at videos, but we've got a bad situation here. I don't mean to be harsh. We will check it out later. I promise. Alright, so we're going to bring this back in, and I'm going to delete these objects again. Alright. Oh yeah, and I even did that thing where I kind of calibrated for the fact that it's got some distortion in the image because he's at an angle. Let's do some soft selection. We'll make this linear again. I think I had to change it to like 250 at this scale. Or 150. So we're going to scale this part up. That's true, but I was going to try to make them different. Just to make them be more organic. I wouldn't mind getting away with just making them flipped. At least the main shapes can be flipped for sure. And I'm actually just gonna... Oh yeah, I gotta make that plain. Just scale that up because this is what we're going to use to draw on. We're going to assign it a transparent material. And then we're going to make that the live object. And we're going to do quad draw again. And first, oh man, I kind of do want to do it the same way. Because there's other ways that I could kind of do this in ZBrush. See, I don't think I can bring reference images into ZBrush Core, and that's what I have. I have the cheaper version of ZBrush. I do need to build this out still as a base. So, we did it once, we can do it again. Let's go. So I'm going to start with the base. I'm going to start with these spiky parts first. Let's save this as like wings. We'll just call it backup. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, okay. It's still frozen. For a second I thought it became unfrozen. Alright. Let's have a smooth recovery. Let's just remake this. I was actually really liking the work that I had done on that one too. What a shame. Time Eater would be huge. He would have to be a playset. Worst boss that comes to mind for me is the one at the end of Sonic Forces. I just kept losing to it, and there was so much to do to go back through the stage to it. I never finished the game because it was just too hard. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, so it looks like this part needs to come in a little bit, so I'm going to bring... So we're just kind of doing like this back panel of stuff, so I'm going to make it... Well, I definitely see that there's a gap here, so I'm going to preserve that gap. It feels like there's a big flat area here. No, I didn't get it back. I had to start over. I still have it in the background, so at least if this does come back, I can copy the things that I've already done from that scene into my new scene. Yeah, at one point I said one of the most valuable skills is being able to continue working on something after a heartbreaking crash like that. So I'm trying to be a good example in that way. At least that's what I keep telling myself to make me feel better. What's my least favorite Sonic character? Sonic character itself, not necessarily the toy. I don't like the green alien lady. What game has Zavok? She looks like Disgust from Inside Out. I don't think any of their crew... Like, who's the pink guy? Who's an alien as well? Or I don't know if they're actually aliens. Yeah, Xena is the one I'm talking about, and then I don't remember the name of the pink guy either. Of the three, or are there four of them? Of them, I don't mind Zavok that much, but yeah, the rest I'm not a fan of. Zaz, okay. Oh, they all start with Z. Oh, the object in the background is not big enough. So if I turn off this... I didn't make it big enough. That's why it wasn't letting me draw outside of it. So let's scale that up. Because that invisible object that I have selected right now, that's what's letting me draw a pattern onto it. Oh, the Deadly Six. Yeah, there's 6 of them. Why did I think there were 3 or 4? And what game are they from? Oh, Lost World. Okay. Yeah, I never played Lost World. Alright, the shape's looking cool. This is definitely something that I could sculpt on. Surface to build from. It's going to get a lot more detailed once I actually sculpt it. I have been, yeah. Every time you see this happen, that's me saving. I am obsessively saving now, but thank you for the reminder. I can't believe that happened because I pride myself on how often I save. One of my teachers in school, he used to go around and save your file in a backup spot, but then close Maya just to freak you out and teach you a lesson. No worries, YBZ. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Yeah, so these parts can definitely be flipped, but the tendrils and stuff, I think I'm going to do it more organically and not flipped. And you know what? I'm going to make this connect kind of through here, just so we have more of a solid base for this piece. The wings go above his spike, but below his head. Yeah, so I'll try to model it such that like the bulk of it comes from right here, but I'll build it so that it like we cut out these spikes, the back spikes from it, and hopefully that'll be a lot of surface area. Or actually, the head probably won't be able to move when we do this. So maybe I'll make it so it like glues onto the head as well, just to make sure that it's really, really sturdy on it. Ooh, man, I'm tired. Oh my gosh, it's not giving me the right square that I want. And it's lagging pretty crazy. This is weird. Maybe the other instance of Maya is doing something right now. Nope, still not. Yeah, I think that bit is lost. I said the word bit, but it sounded kind of weird. I didn't say a bad word. Oh, that is a great idea. Phantom just said you could connect it to the neck like a Lego figure. I wonder how much space I can get on here to connect it to the neck while still making it so that the head can stay securely on there. This isn't enough. That would be really thin, but possible. Or I could build it so you take the head off entirely, and then there's a 3D printed peg to put the head on to the top of the wings. Okay, that's something to think about. I got the paint on this, so I had to spray paint this so that I could scan it. The paint never really dried well because I put it on really thick. So now just touching that, I got gray on my hands. Oh, okay, so you lifted the head on Lancelot. And it stays on pretty well? Add one more bit here. There we go. All right, let's save that. All right, so there is our base now. That was kind of the hardest shape. Everything else should be easier from here. Let's see how this looks when we extrude it a little bit. Okay, yeah, this is going to be cool. And so now we'll be able to sculpt on top of this. And we can do things like give it a little bit of a bend. Look at that, the wings are flapping. That looks pretty cool. I think based on this picture, they're a little bit forward, so like not too much, but a little bit like that. And we'll change the low bound to -2 here so we get more curve. Yeah, so we're not going to do that yet, but this is just a little preview of what it will look like. So then we'll have all those intertwining bits go in as well. That'll look really nice. All right, so we're back in the game. We're saving now. Let's get to it. So let's start with the green again. I'm going to hide my previous object because we want to make sure that we're seeing the green here. And I'm just going to be a little bit faster with it. Let's see. Bear with me, I'm looking for something. All right, so I'm in a better mood now because we are back in business. Freddy and Friends, I'm looking at your new short. Let's see. Sad news, everybody. I might not get my main channel back. Wait, what happened to your channel? It's okay, because I could try to get it back, but it's going to take a long time. I'm going to try to get back for you. Thank you guys for being patient. Well, what happened? Is that the short that you're talking about? Or is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, cool. I like the text that you did for it, like the scrolling fonts and things. It's cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I already closed it. I'm sorry, man. I'll go to the comments later, though. I just wanted to take a look at it now that I sorted things out a little bit with what I'm streaming. I just felt bad earlier because I was frustrated about Maya crashing, and I felt that I was a little bit short with you. So I wanted to show it on the stream real quick before I got back to it. You should text me on times when I'm not streaming to look at things. Then I'll have more time to be able to do that, because tonight is about trying to knock this guy out while the iron is hot. Because this was only leaked a few days ago. Maybe just yesterday, I can't remember. So it's kind of a new thing. And then the trailer came out today. But why don't you just tell me why? What are in the comments that is the reason? I actually need more water. Actually, Chew, if you are listening, could you make me some tea? Because my throat is hurting a little bit. Have I thought about making hand mods like for Omega? A Gatling gun or flipped hands like Super or Sense Silver has a left open hand. You can make an open right hand. Oh yeah, that could be easy. I could just scan it and then retopologize it and then make prints of it. That'd be cool. You don't know if you got hacked. Well, I don't think somebody hacked into your account. Have you done the password recovery? Do you think maybe you just forgot the password? Or did you try too many times with the wrong password or something? Huh, weird. Yeah, try to definitely do the password recovery. That should sort it all out. It'll probably send like a thing to your mom's phone or something saying like, there's been a password request. You should get it back pretty quickly if you do that. So one of the big things that I'm about is having easy to remember passwords, but still complex. So I have whole systems with my passwords that sometimes it takes me a minute to remember all the rules, but I have kind of a complex set of rules for all my passwords so that I can remember what they are per website, and always different passwords because you don't want to share passwords across devices or accounts and things. Yeah, it always seems a little arbitrary what type of hands they use for each character and each wave of those characters. That is a good password. This is a great password. When I get my first level of monetization, which is the 3,000, I will be able to open up a store on YouTube and sell things directly. And I could sell merch there. Fandom says I also kind of hated how Shadow had an open hand in his right and his weird semi-closed hand on his left. I don't have any in front of me to remember what that looks like, but I imagine what you're talking about. I feel like I want to create some new tendrils in here because I don't really like... I don't feel like this one's detailed enough, so I'm going to make another tendril go like through here. Even though we don't necessarily see this specific chain of them in the image, there's a bunch of stuff in here that we just can't really tell what it is. Oh yeah, the Scepter of Darkness. Right, there's another piece. So I'm going to make one that comes up through the bottom here and then follows these red tendrils up. Nice. It'd be funny if I made a hoodie of a picture of the Stegosaurus and it would say, Stegosaurus everywhere, Stegosaurus in your hair. Yeah, that would be cool. I should get some t-shirts made. And hoodies. I put stickers up on my Etsy, but nobody's bought any yet. Maybe I made them too expensive. I thought 5 was like something you'd buy at a convention or something, but maybe I'll get them cheaper. Maybe they'll move better. $2.99. Yeah, I'll make them individuals of 3 for sure, or not 3, like full dollars. I don't do the .99. I like the round numbers. That's the word I'm looking for. Round number. So I'm already trying to think now about ways that I can make this intertwine. So I'm specifically moving these tendrils in ways that I think that'll work well for that. Oh, it looks like the music ended. Thanks, Phantom Lover. Yeah, these are looking very Venom-like. And honestly, yeah, making these parts is just so much hard work. Maybe I will just flip it for the other side. Maybe I'll make some small modifications to make it different, but basically the same pattern. This might be it, guys. Let's start to extrude this, and we'll see if this is enough geometry for us. So I want this to be, I want the base wings to be at least like double the width of his arm. Thanks, Go Dreamer. A little bit thicker, because then we'll be able to sculpt into it. And these will be going more to a point later. Actually, let's make them go more to a point right now. So I'll select the end faces of them. I'll press B to make it the soft selection again. We'll increase the range. Hey, what's up, Blue Speed? Good to have you here. So now I'm going to scale these down. Oh my god. I gotta turn off the thing where it makes it fit to the plane that we're working on. I should include in a stand on the wings just like Marvel Legends did with the buildable Vulture wings in the Spider-Man Homecoming set. Yeah, good idea. Because this thing is going to be unwieldy. It's not going to be a toy to play with. Definitely going to be... Ooh, that's too much. Let's turn down the soft selection. All right. So that's a nice base to start with. We're, of course, going to be sculpting this. Let's just get all these parts in a nice way. Yeah, I think that'll start to look good. Let's give that the bend deform tool again. First of all, I'm going to duplicate all these things just so I have backups if I want them. Oh no, I didn't mean to press content browser. What even is that? Why would I want a content browser in Maya? Alright, well it looks like that's locked up for a second while it loads all the content from the content browser. I'm going to grab another drink real quick. I see you saying, Corey, I need to tell you something. You could just tell me. You don't need to tell me that you need to tell me. Okay, so I'm going to start this over here. Scale this up. So we only want to give it a slight bend. I feel like that's a pretty good slight bend, actually. I'll move this down and rotate up a little bit. Then we actually get a little bit curved on the top, which should be nice. And I'm going to reduce that down to like 15 curve. You made a gaming room. Awesome. What are the details of the gaming room? What do you have set up? All right, so this piece should give us a nice backing for all the rest to work off of. LED lights, action figures, snap plushes, and a lot more. Nice. Is that in your room, or did you do it in a different room in the house? Alright, so this part's going to get a little bit fun, because this is where we'll actually decide where all these tendrils and things will go. So I want to start with that main one that I did with the green. That means I'm going to hide the rest. So these are the green tendrils. Let's extrude this. Different room, nice. Alright, so I'm going to extrude this far enough that they look generally spherical. Looks good. And we're going to give it the same kind of bend as the other one. Oh yeah, you can. Uh-oh. Yes button to keep streaming. Okay, so guys, it looks like Streamlabs crashed. So it says that I'm still streaming right now, and it looks like it's about to quit, so it's gonna relaunch it now. Dang. Well, if it says I'm still running. Yeah, so it's forcing me to cut the stream. So if you are still